Number 1, the transformation before and after post, showing someone's dramatic change over time. This works because people don't buy products, they buy outcomes. And the more specific and relatable the transformation, the better it performs. Number 2, the myth buster. This takes something everyone believes and flips it on its head. This creates instant engagement because people either feel validated or personally attacked. And the bigger the sacred cow you're slaughtering, the more viral it goes. Number 3, the day in the life, following someone through their daily routine. This works because it's either aspirational or relatable, or sometimes both. It's best when it naturally shows your methodology in action without feeling like you're selling anything. Number 4, the mistake reveal. This points out the number 1 mistake everyone's making, and it's effective because it triggers fear that they're doing something wrong right now. Just important, always include the fix so you're not just spreading negativity. Number 5, the behind the scenes, showing how you actually do what you do. This builds massive trust through transparency, and service businesses love this format because it demystifies their process and makes people feel comfortable buying. Number 6, the client win, showcasing real customer success stories on video. This is way more powerful than written testimonials because they're harder to fake and always include specific numbers and timeframes to make it believable. Number 7, the hot take, delivering a controversial opinion with total confidence. This perfectly filters your audience with the haters that were never going to buy anyway, and the people who agree become ride or die fans. Number 8, the comparison, comparing 2 different approaches or options side by side. People are constantly trying to make decisions, so this format helps them while positioning your way as the obvious choice. Number 9, the list or ranking. It's the classic 5 ways to do X format. Our brains love organized information, and numbered lists are super easy to follow and remember. Each point just needs to be actionable, not just interesting. Number 10, the response or reaction. This is where you're responding to comments or other creators or current trends, and you're basically hijacking existing attention for your own message. These are also great for turning negative comments into content opportunities. Address the haters. Number 11, the educational deep dive. This is where you're teaching one specific thing really thoroughly. This positions you as the expert who actually knows their shit. And it works best when you take something complex and make it simple enough for anyone to understand, i.e. speak at a 5th grade reading level. Number 12, the story time post. This is where you're telling a personal story that has a business lesson baked into it. Studies have shown stories are literally 22 times more memorable than straight facts. And the best ones have real conflict and stakes, not just here's what happened to me. Number 13, the tool or resource share. This is where you're showing people a specific tool or resource that gets results. This creates instant value and reciprocity, and they feel like they owe you for the free help. And a rule of thumb is it's best to always demonstrate it working and not just talk about it. Number 14, the prediction. This is where you're calling out what's going to happen in your industry next year or beyond. People want to feel ahead of the curve, so future focused content performs well. Just make sure that you can back it up with logic. And ideally you get these right, and when you get them right, it becomes amazing content to go back to a clip that you said 1, 2, 3 years ago that is accurate of what's happening today to show that you are a futurist. Gary Vee does this all the time. He's always making predictions, and he's gotten plenty of them wrong, but those are not the ones that he showcases. He'll go back and showcase the ones that he gets correct, and now people look at him as a visionary who can see the future. Number 15, the case study breakdown. This is where you're analyzing why someone else succeeded or failed, and you're borrowing their authority or attention for your own content. The key is extracting lessons that your audience can actually apply here. Number 16, the challenge. Getting people to try something for a specific time frame. This creates community participation and built-in virality as people document their progress. Keep it simple, but effective. Number 17, the expose. This is where you're revealing industry secrets that insiders don't want shared. This creates an us versus them dynamic where viewers feel like they're getting insider information and need to actually reveal something that's valuable here. Number 18, the speed run. This is where you condense a long process into a super short video. This shows off your expertise and efficiency and works best when the speed is genuinely impressive and not just rushed nonsense. Number 19, the POV. This is where you're putting the viewer in a specific situation that they can relate to. It creates an immediate connection because they either see themselves or want to see themselves in that position. Number 20, the pattern interrupt. This is something visually or verbally unexpected that stops the scroll. It could be a weird angle, unusual location, or shocking statement, and the hook has to connect to actual value, not just be random. Number 21, the testimonial mashup. This is where you have rapid fire clips of multiple clients sharing their wins, and this creates overwhelming social proof that's hard to argue. Keep each clip super short and focused on specific results here. Number 22, the process reveal. This is where you're walking through an exact step-by-step process. People are naturally curious about how things work behind the scenes, so this builds trust because you're not hiding your methods. Number 23, the unpopular opinion. It's similar to a hot take, but more thoughtful and nuanced. See, you acknowledge why people disagree before making your case, and this attracts a more sophisticated audience who appreciates the depth. Number 24, the failure post. This is where you share something that you messed up and what you learned from it. And this builds trust through vulnerability and makes your success feel more achievable. As a rule of thumb, it's best to always include what you do differently now as the lesson. And number 25, the results reveal. This is where you're showing actual data, metrics, or outcomes from your work. Numbers create instant credibility, and this works best when results are either surprisingly good or surprisingly counterintuitive. Most businesses use maybe 2 or 3 of these formats and then wonder why their content feels repetitive. We systematically test all of them, creating hundreds of variations across dozens of accounts, and that's how you go from randomly posting to engineering predictable virality. If you're running a high-ticket business doing over 3 million per year and want us to systematically test all these formats for your brand, we'll give you a custom guarantee between 10 million to 500 million views in the first year. Check out more case studies and get your custom guarantee using the link below. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that button for more rapid-fire breakdowns on social media strategy like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.